Hi there, and welcome to InsideTracks.co.uk. Remember, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and like, or leave a comment. Today, we're going to look at something very specific to do with back-to-lay betting on Betfair. Now, let's just say you understand what back-to-laying is. You want to back a horse that you believe, for whatever reason, is going to shorten. Either before they're off or in running, specifically in running. Now, what is it that you've gone off and done all your research, or you've looked at your Inside Tracks free newsletter, and you found, the likely back to lay candidate. So, what do you do next, and how do you really work out how to maximize the possible outcome of that back to lay? And I'm going to introduce you to our latest free tool, which is the back to lay staking calculator. I'll back in just a second. So here we are, just going to show you the Inside Tracks newsletter. This is how it looks. It gives you the date and news updates. First of all, we give you some qualifying and free bet to cash horses for our System 200, which is turning free bets into cash. Then we give you a nap of the day. Today it will be Capono. I'll give you all the reasons why and what the actual nap means. And on Capono, we believe this is outstanding place value. Then the section you're looking for is make money using Betfair. There I give several types of bet. Today I'm going to go for a back to lay bet, and that is on Monumental Man. I give you all the reasons why to do so, and there's no, I often give a tip on a false favorite, but I don't have one of those today. So that's where you can get your easy back to lay horse, and just subscribe to Inside Tracks and you'll get that free. So as I said, we've chosen, for all the reasons that I give in my newsletter, Monumental Man. Just so you know, it is the only front runner. It's 10 out of 14 times. It's traded at less than 50% of Betfair starting price. So 10 out of 14 times it's done that. So I think it's a pretty good a bet for a 50% drop in its Betfair starting price. Quick look at the chart. It's a long time away. I mean, we're at 1:11 at the moment, and this is an evening meeting at 7:25, so still 7 hours to go. So I'll have a quick look and see whether there's been any money for Monumental Man. There has actually been some money, as you can see, coming down here. So we are seeing that there's some money going in early on this morning. Then it's dipped quite radically there at around about 14. So we can see, some of this money here was placed to give it a bit of a drop. Only probably not a huge amount, and then it's sort of traded up and down, and is currently trading at 14.5. Its last price had, that's close to the top of the range, but we're very, very early days. Only 12,800 put on the race in total. But we can say that you've got a choice really. Do you wait till the start of the race? I do tend to put a bit of money on if I think it's a really decent price. I think 14's a pretty good price, 14.5. But I might put a bit on this morning. And then during the day, if this sort of buggers off out to 25, then I'll probably think twice about the overall bet. But if it sort of sticks around here and then starts coming in, I might put a little bit more on, sort of 13 or so. And if it keeps coming in over the day, then at least I'll have taken the 14s, 15s, that sort of area. But generally speaking, if I'm going to put a decent bet on, I'll wait for things to really pan out towards the last 5 minutes, when most of the money, as you know from previous videos that I've shown you, and videos about charting and so on, you'll know that 80% of the money comes on in the last 10 minutes. So we'll wait for that probably for the major bet. So we've got a price. Let's just say this is the last 5 minutes, and we're pretty happy with 14.5. So we're going to put a bet on at 14.5. We decide what our stake is going to be, and then we want to know how much money we can make. So, okay, so we said 14.5. So now that's when you go to our unique back to lay staking calculator. All you need to do is put in the odds. We've got that 14.5, yeah? 14.5. Stick that in there. Now, how much do you want to bet? Well, let's just say 50 is to round a number. And what profit margin do we want to make? Well, we've seen that it's traded 50% of its Betfair, better than 50% of its Betfair price on 10 out of 14 occasions. So maybe we'll go, not for 50%, maybe we'll go for 33%, say, shall we? Let's just go for 33%. Stick that in there, and this calculator, doesn't matter what your percentage is, it'll tell you what the returns should be. So you can see that if you put 50 quid on a 14.5, so let's do that. Let's just put 50 quid on a 14.5. You see that works fine. 50, so 675. There you go. Now, what the calculator is telling you is if you want to make 33% in your money, which 33% of 50 quid is in fact £16.50. So if you want to make £16.50 whether the horse wins or loses, then you need to lay at the amount is £66.50, and it needs to be at 10.9. Now, do we think that our monumental man will go in just over what was it, 3.6% points? And knowing that this is the only front runner in the field, it won't have any competition for the lead. I reckon it'll be coming round the first bend, the final bend in front, and it will probably go to significantly less than that. My view would be it will hit 7, no problem. So if we wanted 50% say on our money, let's just put that in. 9.67 is what we need to get. If I think 7, then I've got a bit to spare, and I can make, well, obviously 50% margin on 50 quid is £25 each time. So that's the calculator. You can do any percentage you want, 12.5. And it will tell you. Now, obviously, the lay odds, if you get 12.89, you're not going to get 12.89 on Betfair. You're going to get either 12.5 or 13. So you have to make a decision there as to which way you want to go. Do you want to go slightly lower and make a bit more money, or do you want to go slightly higher and make a bit less money? So if we did override that, we don't want to. We just want to go in and do it. But it's your choice. You go either 12.5, which is the lower end, or you go 13, and you just take a little bit less profit, depending on whether you're taking a bit more of a risk, i.e. go down to 12.5, or you're taking a little bit less of a risk by going down to 13. But this will tell you exactly where you are, and if you can get those odds on Betfair, then it'll give you an exactly the same profit margin, win or lose. So there you go. That's your stake and return. It's your back to lay staking calculator. So if you want to do that, that's brilliant. It's free on insidetracks.co.uk. And you look for the link on the homepage to the calculator. Just to remind you, please subscribe and like this video if you have liked it, or leave a comment so that we can get better in the future. Thanks and good luck.